BJP MP Varun Gandhi honey-trapped and blackmailed by arms dealer Abhishek Verma. That's the explosive allegation that's been levelled by a US-based businessman in a letter that has been written to the Prime Minister's office. India Today is in possession of that letter, which is dated the 16th of September this year. It alleges that Varun was honey-trapped and subsequently compromised by Abhishek Verma, and that he is now being blackmailed. India Today, in fact, is reporting the contents of this letter, but we cannot independently verify the veracity of the allegations themselves. The letter says that Varun indulged in immoral activities arranged by Abhishek Verma and allegedly tried to strike deals with defence companies at Verma's behest. All this while, he was a member of the parliamentary panel on defence. Now, the complainant, Edmond Allen, was earlier Abhishek Verma's business partner, but had a bitter fallout. After that, he has continued to level major allegations against him, resulting in Verma's arrest in 2012. Varun Gandhi earlier served on the parliamentary panel on defence, but the explosive letter does not make clear in what form or how the MP may have compromised information. In fact, Swaraj India, led by Yogendra Yadav, has demanded a probe into all defence deals now. Citing the explosive letter to the PMO, Prashat Bhushan said that the arms dealer Abhishek Verma has used escort services for not just one deal but many to lure, honey trap and subsequently blackmail not just the BJP MP but also Defence Ministry officials.
There is clear evidence which Allen gave to the Prime Minister and all these people, Defence Minister, etc., that he has used foreign prostitutes, escort services to compromise a large number of very senior officers of Indian Defence Services, and in particular one member of Parliament of the BJP who was a member of the Defence Consultative Committee for a long time. And through them, he had been getting all kinds of confidential, top secret documents of the Navy, of the Air Force, relating to this scorpion.
In fact, joining us live on the broadcast is Mr. Yogendra Yadav. Sir, we've spoken to all the major players in this particular episode. And first of all, Abhishek Verma, he says that Edmond Allen should not be believed at all, because far from being a whistleblower, he in fact is a blackmailer, someone who had a falling out with him. They were business partners. So why should he be trusted?
The simple answer is no one should be trusted. No channel should be trusted. No person giving information should be trusted. This should be investigated, and that's all we are saying. What we have is not merely a bunch of wild allegations. We have a stack of evidence, hundreds of emails, probably almost 1,000 photographs, all kinds of trails, all kinds of documents. And the only thing that we have demanded from Swaraj Abhiyan's side is that they should be investigated, they should be verified. We have simply said that, and to us, the question is not only about one BJP MP. I do understand that television channels have a little more than extra interest in a certain kind of sleaze. That's why we kept it out of our press conference. The real issue is not merely what Congress, what one BJP MP was doing. The real issue is the overall question of defense secret leaks and that of commission being taken, on which the BJP government has taken no action. This is the first thing you would have expected BJP to do. And the big question for us is that a company that should have been blacklisted according to the Defence Minister of India, Mr. Parrikar, why is it that in a major deal like Rafale, that company has been brought in? Those are the questions we are asking. We are like you, demanding investigation. We want to know the truth. No one should be believed. That's right.
All right. Mr. Yadav, just stay with me for a second, because I also want to bring in my colleague Rahul Kanwal. Like you mentioned, there is a considerable amount of documents, emails, pictures that have been spoken about in this letter. So what are the major allegations, the major charges that have been made by Edmond Allen, who says he's a whistleblower? Quickly, Rahul will take us through that.
So this is a 7-page email, a 7-page complaint that's been sent by Edmond Allen from Lexington Avenue in New York to the Prime Minister's office, also to the office of the National Security Advisor and Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar. I will take you through the emails, because remember, on the one side you've got the charges that have been leveled, the pictures that are supposedly there, and then you've got some emails. So I'll take you through email 1. This is on the 2nd of September 2010. This is from Abhishek Verma to Russian arms dealer, requesting for the Russian embassy to arrange invitations for Abhishek Verma and for Varun Gandhi. This is email number 1. Email number 2 is from the 15th of March 2010 from Abhishek Verma to his associates about Varun being a close friend of his and how he's now been appointed to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Defence. Let's now come to email 3. This is on the 2nd of September 2010 from Abhishek Verma to Edmond Allen, saying that Varun Gandhi was with him at his home at that time. Let's look now at email number 4. This is on the 5th of September 2010 from Verma to his associates, sharing minutes of a Parliamentary Defence Committee of which Varun Gandhi is a member. And I want our viewers to take a very quick look at this and a very hard look at this, because if this is true, this is possibly the most damning charge against Varun Gandhi, because what he does in his private life is on the one side. But if, as a member of Parliament, he is sharing the minutes of a Parliamentary Defence Committee with an arms dealer, that is deeply damning. I will get you Varun's response in just a moment. Email number 5 on the 8th of September 2010 from Abhishek Verma to Edmond Allen, saying that Delhi-based Russian escorts were used for a BJP MP after meeting with Brigadier Frederick Hilalson. It goes on to say that Verma is quoted in this email as saying that Mr. G was partying at my farmhouse last weekend. I sent you one of his photos. Anka and Arjun were there as well. Email number 6 on the 20th of September 2010 from Abhishek Verma to Edmond Allen, saying he's having dinner at that time with Varun Gandhi, with Nicoletta and with Anka. Email number 6 alleges that Nicoletta is a paid Romanian escort. I spoke to Abhishek Verma, had a long conversation. He spoke about Nicoletta. I'll tell you about that in a moment. But email number 7 from Abhishek Verma to Edmond Allen, forwarding a list of appointments for that day, which include dinner with Varun Gandhi. Remember, the source here is Edmond Allen's complaint to the Prime Minister's office. Now, whether or not these are true, whether these are genuine emails, is something that needs to be investigated. That is very clear. Now, Padmaja, I want to take our viewers through 2 more important facets. One, we spoke to Abhishek Verma just a short while before now, and he said that Nicoletta is a Romanian banker. He told me that he believes that her character is being unfairly assassinated, that she's not here to defend herself, and that if we want, he can set up for us to chat with Nicoletta. He's also saying that he intends to sue Edmond Allen, whom he is calling a blackmailer. Then I spoke again to Varun Gandhi, and Varun Gandhi is telling us that he will file criminal defamation charges against Prashat Bhushan and Yogendra Yadav. He says in the entire press conference they did, and Yogendra Yadav is with us at this time, he says not a single shred of evidence was provided to link me to the wild, sensational charges that have been made against me. He says I will immediately file a criminal defamation case.
Thanks, Rahul. Mr. Yadav, would you like to respond to that? Because Varun Gandhi, in fact, in this second statement that he has given to India Today, he has said that this is just defamation. This is an attempt being made, perhaps for reasons political or otherwise, to try and drag him through the mud. And he will be proceeding with defamation charges.
He is most welcome. As an Indian citizen, he has the right, and I would invite him to do so. Of course, if someone is leveling false allegations against him, he is most welcome. I just want you to understand 2 things. One is, unlike most such things, we actually have not named a person in our press conference or in our 7-page press note. Number 2, I would really urge you, your channel, Rahul and everyone, to please not focus on this tiny bit of the big issue that we are talking about. I understand there is some lot of masala and sleaze in that tiny bit, and that's why we actually kept it to absolute minimum in our press conference. We are a responsible nation, and this is a responsible channel. Please do not focus on this tiny sleaze. The big issue is the following.
No, in
And
fact, sir, as a matter
this
of fact,
entire
we haven't.
issue that you are talking about,
We haven't.
forms a
We've
very
spoken
small part
specifically
of
about
it.
the emails exchanged, which talk about information being taken from Varun Gandhi. Yes.
No, I'm serious. I know the evidence that I'm talking about. In fact, much of Rahul's discussion pertains to one of the two letters that Allen has written to the Prime Minister, and he's discussing appendices on that. There is an earlier letter that Allen wrote to Prime Minister which does not talk about any of those sleaze and which actually gives far more interesting and serious revelations. The question we are discussing, and I want your viewers to understand what the real issue here is, it's not about private life or sexual sleaze of anything of that kind, and that's something we have never done. That's why we did not release any photographs. That's why we did not name any person in our press conference. The real issue is this, that there was a Navy war room leak during Congress period, that there was a Scorpion deal. Everyone in the country knew that huge commissions were made. BJP said so. Everyone in the country believed it. We said so. And the least you expected from the BJP was that when they come to power, they will take action. And Mr. Abhishek Verma, against whom there is a mountain of evidence available with the CBI and written by the current CVC after BJP came to power. That is an important letter, and please show that to your viewers. It has very little sexual sleaze, but it's an important letter nevertheless. Please show that to your viewers. There are very serious allegations. Why does the BJP not act on that? Number one. Number two, the PIL that Prashat Bhushan had filed, and when CBI said, no, there is no question of any commission, let's close this case. The case was closed during BJP regime. Why did the BJP not oppose the closure of that case? And third and most importantly, something that you have not even mentioned in your report so far, is the question of the Rafale deal. This deal is being done with a company which is involved in the 2005 commission. Here is the defense minister of the country saying, 2005 में दलाली हुई थी, मुझे पता है. दलाली करने वाली company कौन थी? Thales was the company. And that company is very much part of the current Rafale deal. And this is not my allegation. Here is a press release issued by that company Thales at the end of the Rafale deal. And the company says, we are a partner of Team Rafale, that we are involved in this, and the CEO of that company, which should have been blacklisted according to Mr. Parikar, who says dalali hui hai. The CEO of that company is standing with Mr. Parikar signing that deal. This is the real issue, and I would urge you once again to please, for heaven's sake,
focus on that. So let me ask you a question. Why do you think that action wasn't taken by the BJP, which you think should have been the most natural outcome? What are you suggesting?
Two reasons. One, of course, that their own MP was involved. But that, to my mind, is a small thing, because we are not talking of a big fry within BJP. We are talking of a small fry. The real big reason was that if Mr. Manohar Parrikar had followed the law of the country and had blacklisted Thales, because that's the law, that's the rule of the country. If a company is ever involved in giving commissions in defense deal, the company is blacklisted. According to that, Thales should have been blacklisted.
All right, sir, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but I really have to cut across to Rahul again, because we have Abhishek Verma on the line with us, one of the other dramatists person. Hey, Rahul, over to you.
I want to go across now to Abhishek Verma. He's the man at the center of this storm. He's joining us now on this broadcast. Edmond Allen, your former business associate turned supposed whistleblower, has put out these very damning charges in a complaint he's filed officially with the Prime Minister's office. Abhishek Verma, can we have your response to the charges that are being leveled against you? Abhishek, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Abhishek, this is Rahul Kamal here, and I'm asking you about this very sensational complaint that Edmond Allen, your former business partner, has sent to the Prime Minister's office, alleging that you used Romanian paid escorts to set up a honey trap against Varun Gandhi. How do you respond, Abhishek?
See, first of all, you have to stop addressing him or calling this man Edmond Allen as my business partner or erstwhile business partner. He was never my erstwhile business partner. The relationship we had was that of an attorney and a client. Secondly, There were no Romanian escorts. There were no escorts of any kind. And I don't know. I've read the letter, that 7-page letter, which I got through another source in the media today. Unfortunately, there were no other attachments to it, no photos. I've not seen any photos. I've not had any photos. These emails are a work of forgery. There is a suit pending in the Patiala House courts against Edmond Allen, which I filed prior to my arrest in 2012. So this guy is a known forger. This Allen is a known forger and a blackmailer.
Okay, in this complaint, the charge is that you used a Romanian escort named Nicoletta to honey trap BJP MP Varun Gandhi. How do you respond to this charge?
When there has been no escort, how I can honey trap anyone? Varun has just gone on record and said, as I saw on TV, he's just gone on record and said that there was no honey trap. I'm saying there was no honey trap. The person who is supposedly having been escorted or whatever in the honey trap is also saying there's no honey trap. Mr. Allen knows better than both of us. Is that the case here?
Can you describe, Abhishek, your relationship with BJP MP Varun Gandhi?
I know him socially. That's about it. He's a social friend. When
did you last meet him?
Many years back. 4 years I was in jail. Prior to that, maybe 2-3 years. I don't know. I think 2007, 8, 9. I think it's 8 or 9 or 10.
Because the period in question here is 2010. And there are a whole bunch of emails that have been quoted. And I want to quote to you one email dated the 5th of September 2010. Abhishek Verma writing to his associate asking Wing Commander Sam Surve to circulate minutes of the defense meeting held with Brigadier Fredrik Hillelson of Sweden, which was attended by Varun Gandhi, where he was introduced as a member of the Parliamentary Defense Committee.
See, these emails, let me put things in the right perspective. In 2012, when I was arrested and my wife was also arrested, CBI team led by a special director of CBI, 2 other members of CBI, and assistant director of enforcement directorate visited the United States and interviewed Allen at the Indian embassy between the 18th of October and the 21st of October for 4 or 5 days. He tendered all sorts of documents, and there was extensive investigation or documentation that he provided to them. And those emails, which you're showing on your channel today, or whatever, Mr. Yogendra Yadav and Prashat Bhushan ji were referring on their press conference, were never a part of anything that Mr. Allen gave to the CBI team. If those emails were existing at that time, he should have provided that too also to the CBI team. For 5 days they were there. Why suddenly when I get bail, this guy starts circulating emails? All these are manufactured. This guy is a known forger. There's a case in Patiala House pending, which I filed against him for forgery against Edmond Allen since 2012. That is sub judice. How suddenly, these emails are appearing now when I've just got bail a month back?
There's also apparently a letter dated the 8th of September 2010 in which you are quoted as having said, Mr. G was partying at my farmhouse last weekend, sent you one of his photos, Anka and Arjun were there as well, and then it goes on to say some stuff which cannot be quoted on air.
Rahul, it's very easy, you can get these softwares on internet, you can download these softwares. This is called spoofing software. You can download on the internet, type someone's name, type his email address and type a date, and it backdates the thing, and you make a print and circulate to the media. This is not like a legal document or something, this is all just nonsense, garbage and forgery. I'm going to file a criminal complaint against this man, another criminal complaint against Allen and against Mr. Yogendra Yadav and Mr. Prashat Bhushan for twisting facts and for defaming me and for defaming the other people who are connected to me in this letter.
No, but what about Nicoletta? What can you tell us about her? This letter detailed the 20th of September 2010 alleges that she's a paid escort from Romania who was invited to entertain the BJP MP.
Let me explain. Nicoletta is a generic name. Now, I don't know her surname. Secondly, the only Nicoletta I know is a banker. She works for a bank. That's the last I heard of her. She was working for a bank in Romania. Another thing, Mr. Prashat Bhushan went on air in a live press conference which you aired on your channel today which talked about Scorpion submarines purchase and Rafale and Thales and this thing. What Mr. Prashat Bhushan suppressed was that Delhi High Court on the 13th of January has dismissed his PIL on Scorpion, saying that there was no merit in this in his PIL, and they've dismissed. And I'm sending you the order by email in the next 30 minutes. So why they're twisting and why they're sensationalizing the whole issue, and they're talking about larger national interest? He's commenting on a High Court order. Isn't that contempt of court? Mr. Bhushan should know. He's a senior advocate.
So are you saying then that you're open for a proper probe by the CBI? It's okay for the Prime Minister's office to send this to the Ministry of Home Affairs for there to be a thorough probe. You believe that Edmond Allen is doing this as a blackmailer, not as a whistleblower, and you're open to a probe, Abhishek?
Mr. Kanwal, the matter is already in court. The matter pertaining to forgery of emails is in court. I will email you the name of the court and the details of the thing. Matter is sub judice. Secondly, the matter pertaining to Scorpion submarines was dismissed by Delhi High Court, not by a trial court, by a High Court. And this was dismissed on the report of the CBI filed in 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016, several reports, on the strength of which this was the Delhi High Court had dismissed because there was no merit in the PIL.
But that's only Prashat Bhushan's PIL. The case against you still continues. You're out on bail at this time. You and your wife are both out on bail, and you haven't been acquitted by a case, by a court. What you're talking about is Prashat Bhushan's PIL, but you're still an accused and you still are out on bail, Abhishek.
Yes, I'm talking about PIL number 6426/2000, in which the petitioner was Center for Public Interest Litigation, Mr. Prashat Bhushan and others. This pertains to Scorpion with regard to the allegations of Allen and those salacious allegations about someone's personal life. First of all, there is no personal life. I've had no escorts, nothing, no honey trap. The person involved, the person named in the allegations, Mr. Gandhi, Mr. Varun Gandhi, to be more specific, he himself has said that he was not blackmailed. Why is the media again and again, putting this thing in public domain that he was blackmailed and this and that? This is not right on your part. That's what you're doing.
Leave it there for the time being. Abhishek Verma, they're joining us with his first official reaction to this charge. You've just heard also from Yogendra Yadav,